I will discuss later. This movie is very like personal connection to my dad.
Okay.
He liked this film, or he liked the song from the soundtrack from the film called Sweet Freedom by Michael McDonald. We'll
See,
discuss.
I respect that. I respect that from your dad because, like, you know what I'm saying? Because, like, for his generation, you know what I mean? Like,
Yes.
this was probably a really dope film for him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, and I get that. I dig that.
Yeah, yeah. I, it was no accident actually. When I just it was kind of funny when we were trying to schedule this movie with you, Bird. It was funny. Today is actually his birthday, and
Oh
so
wow.
I was kind of happy. We had this.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was born in '68, and he grew up with the '70s and '80s, and obviously he's seen these kind of movies. He was very into the action and Hong Kong and all those like the traditional cinema action films that got me into like Arnold and Stallone and all that, and then later on just State and stuff like that. So yeah, I wanted to do this movie because of him, and I it was kind of like just luck from schedule with you that it just dropped.
It worked out.
Yeah.
That's
So
awesome, man. Well, it's an honor then.
yeah.
We won't trash you too much.
Yeah. Well, and I mean, I
Jeff's like, nah, speak for
no, no,
yourself.
no. We're going to be honest here, and let's do a Red Robin, and I posted out my retrospective slash review on this movie. If you can check it out on my channel, I made like 5 movie reviews, and for this movie, it's a fun movie, but it's not doing anything special, and that's where I gotta kind of agree with Jeff here. It's not like 48 hours, but me and Jeff review like many times, like ago, or it's not like Lethal Weapon. It's a very you know average buddy cop film, that has good performances, but it's very predictable. If you've seen those kind of movies, at that time, growing up, whatnot. L- Let me start. Let me stick with you, Bird. What are your thoughts on this film? This is your first time seeing this film. Go ahead.
Yeah,
The floor
yeah.
is
This is
yours.
this is the first time I've never even heard of this movie until you brought it up. Um, I really haven't watched a whole lot of Billy Crystal movies just in general.
Mm.
Um, so when you were like, "Yeah, it's Billy Crystal," I was like, "All right, I guess I'll check it out. I'm down to check out a new movie." Um, and um, this really feels like we have something that we call a Joe pick on our show,
Hmm.
which is like kind of an